Position Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Stewart.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Grown Folks Table. I'm Sheila, y'all. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm Lady J.
So, we back again, as y'all can see.
Who's that?
We're gonna see what's the topic of our discussion today. The ladies picked out for us.
Lady J picked this out. Let's go.
Okay, so our topic today, y'all, is how do you heal after divorce?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
And we all been through divorce, right?
Yeah, I've been through.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone on this table, I think, been through divorce.
Yeah. That's what happens though when you're at the grown folks table. You likely have gone through some things before. When you've been through some things, divorce might just be one of them things.
Might be one of them things.
Divorce to me, in my view, is not necessarily a bad thing.
I agree with that.
I feel like sometimes you grow, and depending on the growth of both people, because both people gonna grow.
Hopefully.
Well, in some way, both people are gonna grow. It just might not be together. They might grow apart.
But there are some people, though, Jay, who stay stagnant. They stay in a place that were good for them, or whatever, good or bad for them. They just kind of get stuck, and they don't move about. That's a whole nother topic.
I think that's one of the reasons for divorce.
Yeah.
If one person is not equally yoked, as we talked about on the last podcast, if I'm going right and you going left, there's only so long we're gonna keep going around that same circle.
What do y'all think are some reasons? Like, what are some good? Because when you think about the Bible, I know Lady J talks about the Bible and teach a lot of Christianity subjects and topics. But what do you think that there are? I guess we all been through divorce before, so I was going to ask: do you think that there are some reasons that you just can't get divorced, or there are reasons you should? Like, what do y'all think as far as that?
Well, in my view, I feel like there should technically only be one reason why you get divorced.
And what's that one?
Infidelity.
That's it?
If it's infidelity, that's a reason why you can get divorced.
Okay.
Everything else, I really don't think you should.
That's because you ain't never been hit, Jay.
Exactly.
That's because you ain't never been hit.
You have men
before.
and women that's been abused in relationships.
Yes. So I would say too.
Just saying divorce because of infidelity. But at the same time, God has told no one to stay in a relationship when you're being physically abused.
Yeah.
I don't think God is telling anybody because God is a God of choice.
Of course.
He's not telling you to stay with nobody, regardless of anything.
They mistreat you. But okay, there is a but. Because sometimes, people have to understand, marriage is for the grown and mature people.
Mm.
So
Although people are doing it at really, really young ages, you kind of think you know what it's supposed to be and what it look like and all that, but you really don't know.
But that's the reason for marriage, to go from two people to grow into one person.
Right.
So when it comes to, if you figure out people that end up getting divorced, a lot of people don't even, actually to me, the divorce is like death. Because you lose part of yourself.
I don't think so.
It depends on the
Look at
person.
you.
It depends on how long.
I don't think so.
Because to me, a divorce could also be a beginning.
Yes, but at the same time, you're beginning anew. Because all the things that you used to carry, you don't have anymore. Because of the situation, the divorce that you went through. When you come together with somebody, true enough, just like we had in the conversation before, like when you in love in your first marriage and that type of thing. Then you think about the connection. So after you've gotten divorced, what was your behavior after you got divorced? Were you a little confused? Were you a little heartbreaking? Were you a little, not really know where to start?
All right, so we know that I've been divorced.
That's exactly what I mean.
But this wasn't that. I wasn't that. I wasn't confused. I was very clear. I was the one who initiated the divorce, and I was very clear. Actually, years before I actually put it into effect. So I was clear. I wasn't heartbroken.
Yeah, so you had already divorced from the situation. And that's usually as women what we do.
Absolutely. So I had been heartbroken before, years before that even happened. I just hadn't done it physically. So I was not confused and all that. And for me, it was a new beginning for me. So.
Well, a lot of times it should be a new beginning after divorce. But what are the like, because everybody goes through all type of emotions after the divorce.
Sadness, I think sadness, regret, denial, all those are surely parts of it. I just think when it comes to, depending on how the divorce ends or who
initiated
the divorce, going to depend on how the divorce is going to go. A lot of people don't realize, so I'm going to give y'all some jewels. Divorce, oftentimes, with kids or without kids, is cutthroat.
Cutthroat?
Absolutely.
The first person who goes to court and get everything rolling and get their stuff together, they're going to do better than the end. The person that's sitting there in denial and really don't want the divorce and think, I'm not going to sign, I'm just going to sit here and she'll come back. That's not how it's going to go. And that's oftentimes.
I can see that. I can kind of see that.
But a lot of people that's grown and mature, I look at it like, if you don't want to be with me, I don't want to be with you.
What we doing?
Let's sign the paperwork.
Yeah.
And you go left and I go right. Oftentimes that's not what happens, because especially, like I said, again, men, we only fall in love once or twice. So we fell in love with you, we're going to be childish. It's going to be different. I'm not even going to lie. We're going to be childish. It's going to be different. And we're probably not going to want you to go. We're going to beg you over and over and over. But once it gets to that point where you just understand she's gone and you're not getting her back, everybody has to come to that conclusion. I'm not going to get her back. When it gets to that point, me personally, I'm going to sign the papers and then we done with it.
Yeah.
But I watch so many people say, I'm not signing the papers.
Can we rewind a little bit and go back to reasons why it's okay to divorce? So let's start with infidelity, right? Mm-hmm. So when you think of infidelity, do you actually mean the physical part of it, or would you get a divorce because you caught your spouse with someone, or because they were having a conversation with someone over text, or like what exactly are we constituting cheating? Or
I'm gonna put it out there. It's a double standard. The world knows it's a double standard.
Well, I hate it.
When it comes to men and it comes to women, if I know that I gave you my last name and I'm providing and protecting,
okay,
and somebody else enters your body, ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah,
God can't make me come back from that. That's how
but a lot of times men want women to come back from that.
And
of course, that's
where the double standard comes in. It's like,
so
if I get caught cheating, I'm gonna try my best to, you know what I'm saying, make
change
it right,
your mind.
and change your mind, or you know what I'm saying, if it's salvageable. Because you also gotta look at it's always a why somebody cheated. A lot of people would be like, men just niggas, they just cheat. No, it's always a reason why they cheat.
Well, what do you think that you would divorce your wife if you caught her having conversation with someone via like social media, or do you think that you would?
That is something I think it comes with maturity. I think the grown up me,
right?
We're gonna have the conversations about it.
But it may not be a divorce.
We ain't gonna talk about it too many motherfucking times. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Okay.
We ain't gonna talk about it too many times. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it, because I'm good enough at communication now where I can stress to you. If I come just tell you something about your little conversation with your little friend, to us,
okay, I'm
gonna give you that out. And she can't stop talking to me.
Not be sniggling and giggling.
If I put that Kiki in and shit, I done said something about it. I hate to say, I know it's still going on. We are going to type of point. I hate to say.
You won't leave? You'll stay there and cheat?
No, I'm not leaving.
What?
I'm going to stand on it.
What? And you did say that before.
I'm sorry. I'm going to stand on it.
That ain't good. That's
and see, honestly, and I can say this.
But if it's true.
And I can say this because I know me. That's the one part of growth that I want God to push me toward. Where I don't have to do it. Because if it's just me going out my own
so you know that's resentment. That is what's the word I'm looking for is resentment, and so you're doing it out of spite. It's a spite.
But if we two grown adults, I gave you my last name.
Okay.
I'm providing and protecting.
Okay.
And I specifically come to you and have open communication like people be talking about. If I communicate with you and let you know what this is doing to me and to us, and you continuously do it, I would never talk about it again.
Well, then that's
why don't you just leave?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna stand on it. No, I'm gonna stand.
What?
This is why I always say, y'all gotta understand the nature of a man. How we built, we hardwired totally different.
It is true. That's true. I do agree with that.
So, do you know how much it takes? How many relationships have you seen anyway that a man can openly communicate for real? Men
don't know how to communicate.
So when you have one that's gonna openly communicate exactly how he feels,
then she should listen.
And you don't listen, and you keep kicking in the okay. I ain't gonna say nothing. But what I'm gonna do to you after that, God can't stop it. And I'm just being real. And I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends that built like this. But honestly, I'm one of those people, I believe in karma. I know karma's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it ain't for you though.
And see, that's the fucked up part. I'm gonna stand on it anyway.
But it ain't for
because
you.
I'm a Scorpio.
So
I'm sorry. I can't even hold it.
Part of you, like you just mentioned, that you need to grow in.
Exactly.
Right.
God
He didn't say you want God to push you towards.
He likes to play.
I'm gonna tell y'all like Steve Harvey.
Tip attack.
He ain't even done with me yet.
I'm still going. Take it, Jesus. You know I'm still going.
But honestly, to be for real though, if we come to you and we communicate, and you keep doing it, you know, it's a double standard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna sit up here and sugarcoat it. It's a double standard with men and women. I would hope that you would listen if I openly communicate. But if you don't, I'm gonna get you back.
What about you, Lady J? Do you think that if you're married,
I'm like this. If I feel that I'm to a point to where I have to cheat, I'm gonna leave you.
No, I'm saying if you found your husband in communication with someone via social media or text or something like that.
It's a conversation.
Yeah.
And I mean, actually, and if it just doesn't stop, then oh yeah, I'm leaving. I ain't finna sit there and conversate.
So how do you know if it does stop? Because they just be a little bit more careful now, I would assume. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got caught, if someone got caught.
You cannot listen. Some people can get so comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In their demise.
Right.
That they will slip. It's not going to be so much as if you, okay, so if it's something, you know how sometimes women can always go, what are you doing? And this, that, and the third. Now, a person get comfortable in all of that, and if you know who you with, you're going to pay attention to how they move, the things that they say.
This is exactly what I was going to say. So for me, it would be the content of the conversation that they were having with the other person, right?
The content, what should the content be?
To me, it should be about the content. It has nothing to do with business or any type of adventure that's going on. That includes not just the husband and the wife.
What I'm saying is that
the content should be understanding.
Yes.
I want to understand what the fuck is making you talk to you.
That much.
What I'm saying is that if the content says something to the fact that they've been together, or you were good last night, or something to the fact that they've slept together, then there's no more conversation for me. But if it seems like things were progressing or they haven't gotten there yet, then we can talk about it.
So I got one. Let me ask you a question then.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's always a why.
Why?
So you have these people out here that feel they can withhold sex from their husband,
which is
wife,
wrong,
right?
So if you're withholding sex
from
your husband, let's say 2 months. I'm gonna just say 2 months. That's a long goddamn time. Right?
It sure is.
That's that bullshit.
Shit, she don't know what she going.
Let's say because the excuses you hear is I'm tired, I don't feel like it. All that. Okay. So 2 months you tired, you don't feel like it. You withholding sex. So you find him texting with somebody. And then you find out he slept with her last week. This is the point I'm getting to.
Okay.
So you know you had a hand in it. A grown up can look at it.
That's true. Now,
a grown up
you said that I did withholding, and he slept with somebody else.
Even though there is no excuses.
I agree.
Ain't no excuses.
But then, what do you expect a man? The truth is, what would we expect a man to do?
And that's what I'm getting to. Like as a grown up, sometimes you have to look in the mirror and be like, I had a hand in playing that. I ain't finna admit it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, we're not gonna admit it.
I would assume that would be in the reverse as well. If he, you know what? I don't know. What if he's like, okay, well, I don't feel like, or he coming in late all the time. For women, it feels like rejection.
Yeah.
And when
it feels like rejection for
me too. Yeah.
Every time, no matter what the reason is, it feels like rejection. We ain't gonna say it to you. We ain't gonna but we feel like that every time.
It would be like that for women too. Like for me, if my husband was not, I would think that I would feel like he doesn't like me anymore, or he don't want to be with me no more. And those are reasons for me.
But you gotta look at,
start talking about something different.
But you also gotta look at all the reasons. So for a husband not to have sex with a wife, and I can speak this for every man.
Okay.
If he ain't having sex with you, the next thing you gotta look at is his job. What is he? Is he working 16, 17 hours a day?
2 months?
If he working 16, 17 hours a day, he tunnel vision, providing and protecting.
What I'm going to say is,
I understand.
He would be working for 2 months unless he on somewhere on Mars.
But what I'm saying, for a man, you have to look at his work schedule. Now, if he working 8 hours a day, in 2 months he talking about he ain't getting to, he deserves to get cheated on. In my view, I'm sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say
he deserves to get cheated on.
Unless he was at work,
but if he working
24 hours a day for 2 months. Even then,
but it's not 24 hours a day. I know I got some friends. They work 17, 18-hour days. Like,
I get that.
They don't even have time out, like on the weekends.
But for 2 months, you trying to tell me that
It's
there
no,
are
it's
some men
two-
who may
oh,
not
so-
want it for 2 months?
So
do you think that?
we gonna get to this. I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
I'm never saying no to my wife. I don't give a fuck what happens. Cause
It's the
that's
same
my
with me.
job.
Yes, it is a
When
job.
she tell me she want
it is a part of
I
your
don't
job.
care
as
how
a
mad I
spouse,
am.
for real.
I don't care what we got going on. I don't care if I just see her kick in on goddamn internet. If she tell me she want it is my job.
Absolutely.
To give it to her.
Your body
Every time.
belongs to your spouse.
A lot of people
times.
don't get the concept, which is cool. You don't have to do what you don't want to do. Everybody can be delusional.
Right.
Delusional they want to be.
You better get your
But
act
I
on.
have the mindset. Whenever she tell me she want it, even if I don't want to do it.
Yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
That's what I don't think a lot of women get. When a man, if we're not attracted to you like that no more, and we still there, it's reasons why we still there. We got 3 or 4 reasons in our head why we're still there. You just don't know what the reasons are. But if you tell me you want it, I'm still gonna give it to you, even if I don't fucking want it. Because if I married you, I gotta stand on that shit.
Yeah. Let me say something real quick too. I am a type of woman too, and this is I don't know if this is for all women. It may be, or I know for me. I know we're talking about divorce. If I found out, if I knew that my husband was not attracted to me no more, I couldn't be with him. Like that's for me. That's for me. That's for.
He knows that.
But we can feel that.
He's never gonna tell you
You
that.
would know that if you are in tune, if you are cognizant of what's going on,
if
you
you're
can
in
tell if a person
If
likes
you're
you or
in
not.
tune and you're cognizant, you ain't gonna let your husband go 2 months without having sex. These women understand.
But if he don't like me no more, he ain't coming to me. That means I'm going to him. That means he probably want to get it up. That means he probably ain't looking at me the same. It ain't feeling the same.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if he doing all of that, then what else is he doing?
What I'm saying though, that's if I feel that he is not attracted to me
Right,
no more.
so if you feel like he's not attracted to you, then obviously there's someone else that he's attracted to.
Not
So
necessarily.
then,
Not necessarily. It
We
could.
talking about men, we ain't talking about women.
Absolutely, it still could be that he's just. What if I've gained weight? And this is a subject that we got to talk about another
Same
time
thing.
as well. No,
You
what
get
if we?
men
What
that
if we
talk about women that.
What I'm
gain
saying
weight
is that
and
it
they're not attracted to
it doesn't 100% of the time has to be that he has just found someone else. If he has fallen out of love with me, that for me, it doesn't mean that he has, but whether he has or it doesn't, the thing is that he's not attracted to me no more. And for me, I could get a divorce on those grounds. Like I can't be with somebody who don't.
That's what we're talking about.
If he is not
Because you
attracted
can't
to me no
expect
more,
listen. You cannot expect your husband nor
To
a
be
wife
attracted to
to not like you all the time.
No.
That's
not what marriage is about.
No.
Right?
I'm not saying like me. That's
marriage.
different. Hold on a second. That's different for me. I'm not saying like I've been married. My husband and I have current husband and I've been married for 13 years. There have been plenty of times that I'm like, oh my God, yes. But that's not the same thing. Liking me and being attracted to me is completely different because even in those
It's
those
completely
times,
different
To you.
Who we talking about? Who we talking about?
We talking about the man. The man, he's not hard
I'm
like
telling you, if I feel my husband is not attracted to me,
You gonna divorce him.
I could, hell yeah.
But that ain't the reason.
I don't want nobody to settle for me.
That's not a reason. They may only
At
be
least it feels
temporary. You can't find
Temporary.
couples that's been married 20 and 30 years
I
that's
don't
gonna
know.
tell you they have always liked them and always been attracted to them.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that's
that.
unrealistic.
Liking me, that's not for me.
Marriages go through ups and
Oh,
downs.
I'm not talking about ups and downs. I'm not talking about problems
You
at
just
the
talking about
moment.
basic attraction.
I'm saying if he feels like, okay, well, you don't gain weight, or I don't like this and that about you no more. I'm just not attracted to you no more. I cannot be with somebody who don't like me.
So
Who's not attracted to me.
So you're not doing accountability on yourself because if you gain weight and he specifically tells you,
sometimes they may not say anything.
I'm not attracted to you, or
But
if
you
you feel
should know that yourself.
yeah, exactly.
I agree with you on
if you
that.
feel he's not,
That's why my husband's still attracted to me today.
but if you feel like he's not attracted to you because let's say you gain 70 pounds,
okay,
you feel like he's not attracted to you.
what?
You feel it.
Right. What if I had a baby or had some problems, some health?
That's
problems?
always the excuse. That's not it. Other than health, no, that's not an excuse. If you just gained 70 pounds,
right?
COVID, all of us gained fucking 30, 40 pounds.
Not me. I'm sorry, I didn't.
You always
No,
gotta be.
no, sir. I didn't do that.
So if he looked at you, you gained 70 pounds, and you feel it.
Right.
When you look in the mirror every night, you feel it too.
Yeah, if you're feeling it,
You feel it without him.
I agree with that.
So it's personal accountability
I agree with
for
that.
you to be like,
I 100%
To make
Okay, so
for
this is the thing.
yourself.
I agree with that. So this is a topic that I have written down that we're going to come back and talk about hopefully very soon. Maybe if I pick the topic next time. But the topic is this: what if you do change your body? What if you intentionally? What if you go get a BBL and he's not attractive? But what if you go get a Tommy Tucker? What if you change your hair? So we're going to come back and talk about that. But the question today is, even if something like that happened, and I feel like my husband is not attracted to me no
then
more,
you should be sitting down talking to him, getting to it.
And here's the thing, and if you're gonna do something,
Okay.
talk about reconstructing like that, BBLs, boobs, and all
We're gonna come back and talk about
that should be a
that.
conversation with him prior
Before.
to even doing that.
But then there's sometimes, and this is why we're going to come back and talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so it can go so many places, but I do know for a fact that that there are so many ways, so many reasons. What do y'all think the reasons are for? What are the top five reasons for getting a divorce or people divorced? Y'all know? Y'all
Well,
think
I
about
mean,
that?
of course, infidelity, communication, but main one is finances.
I was just
When it
look, you
comes
took
to
the word out of my mouth.
you know,
Finances.
Yeah, mainly it's finances. Because you get people that marry that are in two different economic demographics.
Right.
Then you get some that are in a particular demographic, the other one may not be, and just don't know how to handle finances.
So y'all say
You gotta
finances.
cover with that.
Finances, that's number one.
Absolutely
That's number one
finances.
killer.
I would think communication. And the reason I say communication is even if you have financial problems, if you can able to talk about it, if both people are able to talk about it, communication.
It depends
when
on the
it comes to
mindset of a
finances,
person about finances.
yeah,
Right.
like, just like
But if you're able to talk about it,
Yeah,
Just
but
like-
you
so-
still,
you gotta communicate
just like
about it.
just like you
people
just
not
said,
literate.
just like you just said about you divorce him because you feel
Same
he's attracted.
thing.
That's the same type of thing. Men are driven. Well,
Right.
we're supposed to be.
right?
I'm driven. If you with a non-driven person who's content, they never gonna feel how you feel. You ain't never gonna be able to get them to understand.
I
That
agree
you
with that.
need that bag and you want some money and I want a better life. I
Yeah.
want to be able to
You-
do these
I
things,
agree
do
with that,
this
but
and do that.
I think communication is a key. I think if you could talk to your spouse about anything, but you do have some people who just kind of shut down, especially when it comes to finances or whatever. But if you can't if you can't draw a conversation out of somebody, that's a whole nother subject. But I really think that communication and money is infidelity. All of those are top numbers. But
This is really good. I enjoyed this little subject. Y'all
Yeah.
give us y'all feedback. Let us know
Let us
how
know.
y'all feel about it.
Absolutely.
I'm standing around.
let me tell y'all, I found
Well, I
three
ain't that
top.
messy. That's just messy.
Three top highest paid alimonies. Like I think number 3 was Mel Gibson and his ex-wife. Like $425 million. Like who are people divorcing? And Jesus, yeah.
Was it not Elon? What's the other one? Bill Gates.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, him. Didn't Bill Gates get divorced? And then Melinda got divorced.
So let me go and put my little 2 cents on that. I feel because with those relationships, I feel like if you've been rocking with me when I ain't have nothing, and you was rocking with me when I built the empire, if we don't be together, it's right to split it.
Let me chime in on that too, because do you know that there's less divorces when you have a higher financial rank? When your
Because they
financial bracket
they
is
looking
higher.
at they looking at their
The
lineage.
lineage. Yes,
So next time
absolutely.
if we can come back and talk about even that, the split of it all, whether or not what you get afterwards and all that is a great
I
conversation
don't want
as
to talk
well.
about that though, Sheila, because people can have, then we'll get into, where the mama getting all, the mother got all this, and the daddy getting, I mean, people just shouldn't be getting divorced. If they ain't gonna get divorced, they shouldn't damn get married.
You know
what
what?
I mean?
I
Because
agree
this
with
is
that.
horrible. We got so
I
many
don't
people
know
so
about all
selfish
this.
nowadays.
But you know somebody's gonna get divorced for anything.
Yeah.
No. Just somebody attracted to me. I'm like, I don't want. There's so many people in the world, and somebody may like me for me, and I do try to pay attention for real. Like I try to pay attention when my scale go up. I'm like, Lord, what you doing to me?
So on that aspect, women, y'all look at this differently than men. When y'all be talking about, I gained 20 pounds, to us we be like, damn, that shit sick.
Okay.
Y'all be killing
I've
yourself.
heard that before.
Yeah,
Y'all
I've
be
heard
killing
that.
yourself talking about this weight and shit.
Yes.
And we hardwired differently. We looking at it like, man, I'm
I've
like,
heard that.
Yeah.
I've
I'm glad
heard
she
that.
put some meat on them bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad
And as you get older anyway, be looking at it from a grown folk standpoint, you do gain weight as you get older.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let me look what's up. The only thing I can think of is
make sure you like, share, subscribe.
And
Opposition Podcast, baby.
Absolutely, y'all. We talking about some grown folks stuff at the grown folks table always. It's me, Sheila. I will holler at y'all on the next one.
All right.